Live from the Cactus Creek at Ibri, he is the king of prime time, Ghana's undisputed entertainment laureate, and still the youngest old man in Ghana. Put your hands together, show some love for the indefatigable KSM.
It's the KSM Show. Manager, and then I'm very, very excited. You know, I'm always excited, but there are some days that I'm extra excited, and this is one of those days, man. I'm interviewing somebody that I have always loved, man. I used to enjoy his TV programs, and he is funny. And it's funny how I'm talking about how I used to enjoy his TV programs. Movies will be when you see me, oh, you are wrong, man. This is like a son, man. And I know you know him, so I'm not going to spend too much time. But ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Show some love for my good friend, Master Richard, a.k.a. Mikki Osei Berko. Mikki, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, sir.
Please have a seat.
Yes, sir.
Mikki in the house. I don't have to tell you anything, Charlie. It's going to be a very, very exciting show. I am looking forward to it. Stick around. We're taking a commercial break. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.
Cactus Creek. It is no longer Ghana's best kept secret. It's an open secret. So serene, so heavenly. And the meals? Just like home cooking. Cactus Creek. Your soul will thank you. Call or WhatsApp 055-039-5007. Paul's Fitness Center, the premier destination for fitness in Ghana. Meet the indefatigable captain.
There are three things that I love doing. Number one, workout. Number two, workout. Number three, workout. Workout put mind, soul, and body together.
The captain has spoken.
We're getting busy. Bright lights, yeah, they make me dizzy. Logo liggy. I just want the Lizzie. It's a logo liggy. Uptown chasing for the Lizzie. Downtown, everybody busy. Logo liggy. Life be logo liggy. I just want the
Paul's Fitness Center, East Legon Branch, Lizzie Sports Complex, Cotton Street, East Legon, Accra, Ghana, 0302 519-675. Kumasi branches, Officers Mess Branch, Denyame, Major Kobina Drive, Kumasi 0541-871-602. Golden Tulip Kumasi City Branch, Rain Tree Street 0322-492-647. Pulse, the premier destination for fitness in Ghana.
say what lie we for run town.
Louisa. Azepa Essentials has good news for you. If you're in Takoradi and its environs, don't worry. You can pick up Azepa Essentials jacket at Ruler Unisex Boutique in Anaji, Takoradi, Queen of Peace in Takofo Road. Call or WhatsApp 0544 548766.
KSM Show.
We're back. Well, let me apologize to all of you in advance. You know, I know there are many people who try to reach me Saturday morning. And if you are trying to reach me between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m., if I phone, do you know why? I've been listening to my favorite program on Gold, hosted by Mikki Osei Berko. Mikki, welcome to the show, man. What's the name of that show? The Saturday morning show?
Machikitiki.
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 Okay, that's the name. Machikitiki is a beautiful program, man. Those of you who get up early, please make sure you tune in to Radio Gold at that time. And you're also on
Kente Radio.
Kente Radio.
It's live on Kente Radio.
It's live on Kente Radio. Yes. Yeah. But let's get to Mikki Mapewacho.
Godfather.
I've been trying to get you for a long time.
Yeah.
From whenever. From back in the day when the show was called Thank God It's Friday.
Yes.
And at that time you were busy cracking on Master Richard on
Taxi driver.
Taxi driver.
And then Dada Boat eventually.
And Dada Boat. Yeah. So it's been quite hard to reach. So welcome.
Oh, it's awesome being here. To sit with you like this is one of the biggest privileges. I thank God for the opportunity.
Oh. It's always exciting for me to sit down with people like you, and I'll be telling you why as the show goes along. But Mikki, you are in the entertainment business now, and you've been in the business for quite a while.
Yeah.
And at the same time, what I like about you is that you're not just in the entertainment business. You are building a brand as well, you know, and you have a very popular active brand. You're currently, I think, the spokesperson for MTN?
The brand ambassador for MTN.
Brand ambassador for MTN. Show some love, man. You've been with them 10 years
for
or
10
so?
years.
Fantastic.
Yes. July will be 10 years. I first signed on as a brand ambassador for MTN, the biggest telecommunications network in the country. You know, MTN, I hate to say, "Coot, no." Actually, not Arabian, no.
Okay, my come invoice. My come over there. Must I reach about me? So I praise Moti. My promo invoice. But that's cool. That's
I'm
cool.
also a brand ambassador for CapFarm.
CapFarm, yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
Alliance Life Insurance.
Wow.
I'm working with all these businesses. So.
And being a brand ambassador means that the people respect that you have a brand that is trustworthy.
Yeah.
So it means you can associate with somebody and attract people, draw their attention to whatever you're associated with.
It's true. It's
How
true.
did you? Yeah, go ahead.
I am always thankful to the love that people show. I always say that I get food on my table by their courtesy. The fans who love what I do, they put food on my table, because if they didn't show me that much love, MTN would not have had that confidence in my brand to be associated with. So I give thanks to God and the fan base. I mean, they make my brand trustworthy and worthy associating with. So I always thank them, and I spend time with them. I find time to take photographs when they meet me that they want to, you know, so that's how it's been like.
And that's brilliant, man. That's brilliant. Not to take anything away from what you're saying, but that's how I see myself, you know.
Yeah.
And I say, without the fan base, who am I?
Yeah.
KSM, just because you have people who love you, who stand with you. And that's exactly what you've been able to build your brand into. That you have Master Richard, you have Mikki Osei Berko, and you have attracted the Dada Boat. People who love you.
You see, Yao Guy.
Yao Guy.
Yao Guy now.
Hey, really? Just a lot for Yao Guy.
Yao Guy, I back home. I feel like Yao Guy changed, no, I import to Ayaba.
I feel like changed, no, oh man.
The better to so.
How do you bring back home?
It's so. I say when your police guard will feel it's a good change, Libya. Because one good mind and the two near the chain. Good man.
Whole gold mine.
Good man, they two gold no for chain okay.
Mikki, and I was talking about how you build this brand. Nema say
yes, sir.
Well, Sebu Tapracha. It's a Humbia Kaziano. Send the whole gold mine go chain. I said, what can say? But when you can, Maza.
That's it.
That's how you were. Have you always been this?
Yes.
Person that makes people laugh?
Yeah, I think so. I think that I started listening to and watching concert parties, listening to musicians like Amachi Dede, Obowa J, Adofo, Akwesi Ampofo J, You know, those were musicians that I was just about 9 years, but I started following their
What
works.
was it about them for a 9-year-old person to be following them? Was it their lyrics? Was it, what was it?
I find myself singing songs I heard when I was 9, 8 years, and I believe that it was the lyrics, the depth of the lyrics. In
Songs
those
like
songs.
what?
Oh, a lot of songs. If you look at Omain Boajo by Nana Kwame Ampedu, you know, and there's one that is actually a sad song. It's called Mother by Nana Kwame Ampedu. I don't know if you know that song. You know, these were Ankwa Nubi from Boba J, Adofo, Akosi Ampofo J. If you do good, you do for yourself.
You do bad,
you know,
yes.
May that day sound very
Well,
I love those songs.
Yeah.
And as I grow up, they become more, you know.
Yeah.
So these were things I was listening to, and then I also found the opportunity to attend the concerts. They used to have giant billboards, you know, advertising.
Which concert do you remember attending that was so, made such a great impact on you?
Quite a number.
There are quite a few of them.
Yeah, but there's one. The reason why that makes a lot of impact on me was I used to live around the Bandsmen. One of the groups, Osei Kofi band, was playing about a kilometer away from where we live. So I followed them to the concert, and I was like 9 years. And I thought that when they closed, they were all going to come back home, so I come with them. And when you put on concert, you know, I feel band boys to be a girl until be very far, and I come with Kwan.
I can't go on.
And
Oh,
I
that girl, you on.
Oh, send them, sir.
Yeah.
Me imagine say the quarantine I couldn't come home all by myself.
Yeah.
Accra, Newtown, Kutubabi area around the time. Nti Lotto kiosk bia esi wo mi ko bi Lotto kiosk na yen lock here na me ko shame.
Na ko da ho.
Me shame sa na mada. Nti anopa say Lotto vendor no be kiosk.
Be another way.
Obi akola bi the check kiosk. Say akola here there before na no be see no na my furniture be ko da. You know, so I don't find make a concept na make sure na minya sa akatian. And those times educated me a lot with regards to.
Were you born in Accra?
Yes, Accra, Newtown.
Oh, you were born in Accra, Newtown?
Yes, and eventually became an assemblyman there as well.
Oh, you are not? I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Honorable.
We honorable. Honorable Robson. Probably from the Honorable. Really?
Yeah.
And you give it up an assemblyman. Weren't you pushing to be a minister? What happened?
It was just around the same time that Abut was also doing very well. And I didn't. Here's what happened. I thought then I needed to find a lot more education with regards to what I am doing, because, you know, if the applause are loud, that's when you leave the stage. That Abut was just 2-3 years old when I left it, and I was in the last year of my assemblymanship. When I had some courses to do with the New York Film Academy, I started looking for scholarship to attend film school and all of that. So, and then eventually my family had to go and live in England. So, for one reason or the other, I had to move. You know, I wanted to find knowledge. I needed to see to family.
Did you go to England with them?
Yes. So, I needed to seek knowledge. I needed to find, you know, something for these children, education and all of that. So for 7 years of my life, I spent out there trying to do a lot of things. But one of the basic things that I earned was a lot of knowledge. You know, that's what I tell my kids actually every day, that I didn't bring you here to be here all your life, but to learn their ways and help your people someday. Yes.
And when you say in England and you were acquiring knowledge and you're doing, what specifically were you studying?
I studied filmmaking. I studied football.
Football?
Yes.
Somebody told me you had a UEFA coach. Is it true?
Yes.
That you had some licensing?
Yes.
Tell me exactly about
UEFA
it.
license. The football coaching ladder, according to the English FA, when I studied for level 1 and 2, had 4 ladders. Now it's 5. Okay, because there's another professional course there. It starts with grassroots training, that's level 1. Level 2, when you're able to read matches and compose players to form winning teams and all of that. Grassroots training, level 1, takes you to how to train the children with the skills. Every coach has a number of games that can teach dribbling, headings, passing. You know, there are a number of games that you can use as a coach to train any physically fit.
So they teach you all of this?
Yes, as a coach.
As a coach.
And then level 2, that is when you're able to read the game, you're able to cast players on the field and all of that. So I finished with level 2. Level 3, you do football psychology mostly. And then level 4 is the managerial course. That's how it used to be. So actually, that one is UEFA A at the time. You know, so when I had level 2, it was UEFA B at the time. So I'm a level 2 licensed coach. And
wow. And you have a team?
Yes, Spartans of Kaswa.
Spartans of Kaswa?
And we're developing a football academy and also try to improve community football because we have the talent, you know, and in football you need techniques with the talent to acquire the skill. It's the skill that is...
Wait a minute, let me make sure I'm on the same page.
Yes.
You have the talent, eh?
Yes.
But you need to understand the techniques.
Yes. To acquire
the skill.
Yes.
Wow.
Because skill is what is
skill
paid,
is
what is paid for,
okay.
Not just talent most of the time.
It's the skill we are looking for.
Exactly. So for me, that has been my own brand attack. I always try to build techniques, you know, not technical knowledge to add up to the talent that God gifted to me. Yes.
Let's talk about skills in comedy. Okay, because you, Master Richard, so famous, so funny, so crazy. How much of it was this is the script, and how much of it was this is Mikki because craziness now? I'm a ginger character, no?
Yeah, I always give thanks to God. I've said it back in the days that I always feel that acting is spiritual for me because there are times that my mood will be cast somewhere, but when I get on the set and don the costume,
you change.
I become a different person to myself. You know, so sometimes I find it very difficult to explain the dynamics, but
it just comes.
I just believe that, you know, it's God's gift to me, and He takes me there when the need be. Yeah.
Let's take a character like Master Richard.
Yes.
Eh?
As you see, I was a friend of your guy.
Is a friend of your guy?
Yeah, bro.
I'm still in my your guy. You're playing your guy.
Yeah.
You must tap into something inside you.
Exactly.
So something inside you that you tap into to bring out this your guy characterization.
You see, I think that is more spiritual than physical because, like I said, my dad is an Ashanti. You know, but I never knew my dad until later on in my years that I found my dad.
Like later on in what years?
Oh, I was about 44 years before I first spoke to my dad.
Really?
You know, my dad is a nice man. I've been living with him quite recently. We've lived together. And, you know, sometimes I don't want to take him back, but I feel that it was God's way to make things so. But I eventually found my dad, you understand? And
this is very interesting. I know you want to carry on with the story, but
my dad,
finding your father after 44 years, what led to it?
I was looking for him all my life.
Where was he?
He lives in France.
Okay.
Yes.
So where did you find him?
I sometimes feel that when I say that, it damns my dad, but I want to take it from that level to rather encourage people who excuse their ability to do things in life by the fact that my dad wasn't there or my mother didn't take care of me.
Okay.
You know, so that is the picture I look at when I'm saying or speaking about this.
Okay.
I needed to look for my dad because my mom told me she didn't know where he was. You know, she was pregnant when he left. So nobody knew where he was, who to contact to find my dad. It was quite a problem. So, but I kept finding out information from my mom. Who is he, how he looks like, who are the relations that you know, and all of that. Until eventually, you know, I got directed to one high court judge who's related to my dad at the time, and then made the inquiries at the court. It was very difficult because they didn't even want to hand me the number of the high court judge. But eventually, one woman led me to be able to speak to the high court judge. And when I explained to him who I was and who my mother is, he thought that, yeah, I know where your father is. You know, and it took me ages to be able to, you know, I've gone to shops of his friends and all of that.
We're going to go into commercial break, but before we do that, how was the first meeting?
Quite organic, I'll describe. Yeah, it was a long-awaited meeting, but I knew I was going to fight and look for my dad until I found him. So I thought that God has led me to a victory, you know, one of the victories of my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's how this show is going to be. Fantastic. Stick around, folks. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.
Cactus Creek. It is no longer Ghana's best kept secret. It's an open secret. So serene, so heavenly. And the meals? Just like home cooking. Cactus Creek. Your soul will thank you. Call or WhatsApp 055-039-5007. Paul's Fitness Center, the premier destination for fitness in Ghana. Meet the indefatigable captain.
There are 3 things that I love doing. Number 1, workout. Number 2, workout. Number 3, workout. Workout put mind, soul, and body together.
The captain has spoken.
We're getting busy. Bright lights, yeah, they make me dizzy. Logo liggy. I just want the Lizzie. It's a logo liggy. Uptown chasing for the Lizzie. Downtown, everybody busy. Logo liggy. Life be logo liggy. I just want the
Paul's Fitness Center, East Legon Branch, Lizzie Sports Complex, Cotton Street, East Legon, Accra, Ghana, 0302 519-675. Kumasi branches, Officers Mess Branch, Denyame, Major Kobina Drive, Kumasi 0541-871-602. Golden Tulip Kumasi City Branch, Raintree Street 0322-492-647. Pulse, the premier destination for fitness in Ghana.
Say what lie we for on town.
Louisa. Azepa Essentials has good news for you. If you're in Takoradi and its environs, don't worry. You can pick up Azepa Essentials jacket at Ruler Unisex Boutique in Anaji, Takoradi, Queen of Peace in Takofo Road. Call or WhatsApp 0544 548766.
The KSM Show.
We're back. And there's something you said before the commercial break that I just want to explain a little bit more to the youth out there, you know, because I really appreciate what you said, that you don't like excuses.
Yeah.
Say I'm here and I say this because you know. What you are saying is, in spite of the fact that you didn't know him, in spite of the fact that for 44 years you lived for him, it has not hampered you in any way.
No.
Which is, I like that, because kids will say, because of this, I couldn't do this. Because of this, I couldn't do this. You are saying, in spite of the same reasons, look at where I am.
It could be a reason, it could be the motivation for you to even aspire to achieve more. And of course, that not neglecting the fact that my mom was a strong woman. Yes.
Show some love for the woman. Always strong. Yeah. The woman, yes.
She was a strong woman. She was like a father and mother to me. You know, so very disciplinarian kind of a woman. You know, though a Newtown boy, I found my ways to do maneuver. But my mom was a strong woman, and she guided me to a lot. I mean, I lived with her till she passed on.
She's passed. When did she pass?
2019.
Oh, yeah. Condolences, but it's good to hear you have such great memories.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Wow.
My mom, and she suffered breast cancer and survived it for 17 years. Wow. So, so I'm putting up a foundation, Akuma Breast Care Foundation.
Oh, really? Fantastic.
Yeah, because one of the things she kept telling me anytime it was October and people were highlighting breast cancer, one of the things that she would say is that if they knew how dangerous this is, they won't talk about it only in October. You know, so
to be an everyday issue.
To be an everyday issue. So I want to find a way to use the foundation to amplify, you know, breast cancer awareness, because if you get aware in early times, you are able to save the situation. But when you leave it for it to get worse,
too late.
And for her, that's how it got, because I think that she was unaware. So the beginning, she would feel like, oh, Pompo be na home, you know. And before the kids got to know about it, that got into the dangerous position where they had to take off the breast, actually. So she had a mastectomy at the time after going through chemotherapy, physiotherapy.
All those,
and you see, it's not just her going through the pain. The kind of emotional trauma that resonates around the family, the close people, it's not one person's pain at the time. And I couldn't imagine my mom's breast being taken off.
Being cut off,
and so I think breast cancer needs a lot more awareness than we give it.
No, I agree with you 100%, and I'm also sort of identifying with what you're saying, because I have just come out of a battle with prostate cancer.
Yeah,
you know,
I think I've seen a video on that.
You saw, and what the doctor was said that I'm lucky because of early detection. Yeah, and that's what you're saying out there. Those who are listening, you know, do the test, because when you discover it at an early stage, something can be done.
Something could be done.
I'm sure your mother discovered it, but it was too late.
Yeah, it was too late. I mean, she discovered it earlier, but because she was unaware, you know, she was unaware, she delayed treatment, you know, and all of that. Even before the kids got to know about it, it was almost at the 3rd stage.
Oh, wow.
You understand? So it's awareness. I'm sure if she knew a lot about breast cancer, immediately she saw these changes in her breast, she would know that.
Yeah, but she wasn't aware.
She wasn't aware, you understand?
Yeah.
So,
well, congratulations even for the idea of, say, I lost my mother through this, so I'm going to really start a campaign to educate people to understand it.
And check for people as well.
Yes.
I'll check for people.
You check for people. Any volunteers here who want to be checked? I have a fine director here. I have a fine camerawoman here. They all say no.
Oh, why? You have to check. But that notwithstanding, it also affects men. Breast cancer affects men as well. except that the ratio in men are quite low. But,
yeah.
but men are also affected by breast cancer. Yeah.
Okay. Yow guy,
Papa. Otikoko so na bakope.
Otikoko na bakope.
I don't know my qualification. No.
I don't know qualification.
Yes.
Otikoko
so
na bakope.
I know my qualification.
Mikki Osei Berko.
Yes, sir.
So you're a brand ambassador for reputable companies.
Yes, please.
You know, you're a voice that people love, people listen to. As you say yourself, you owe everything to a whole constituency of lovers. You've been an assemblyman.
Yeah.
You know, looking at you where you have come, where you are now, and how far you have come, what do you feel about yourself?
Yes, I feel that I'm still on the path of achieving my dreams, though I'm not moving as fast. Because
what is your dreams? What will make you happy?
In life, you know, I want to do something that will impact the world positively several years after I am gone. That is my dream. That is what will make me successful, feel successful.
That you leave a legacy
that
will hang on for several years.
Impact on the world positively. You know,
and by
several
your own
years when this physical being is gone.
By your own grading, how far have you gone with that?
I've done 49%.
But you're now 49%. Oh, really?
So I have 51% to go.
You have 51% to go, and you will go there.
Inshallah.
Well, Sir Richard, let me find out a little bit more about you married?
I don't want to talk about family life on my interviews.
Oh, you don't normally talk about
it?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't push it if you're Okay.
I'm being honest about it. You know, there are complexities around it, but I have beautiful kids. Though. I have biological kids, you know, and I have adopted kids as well. Kids that I look after, education and welfare and all of that. You know, my older kids are all living in the UK.
Oh, yeah, in the UK?
Yes.
How old are the older kids?
My first is about 24, almost out of the law school in the UK.
Almost out of law school? Yeah. Oh, okay, nice.
So you start here,
24 still like we are my first one 30 plus.
That's why you are my godfather. I'm a family kind of man. Love kids, you know, and now what I try to do is to develop myself in a way that I can provide a better future for them, make it a little bit more easier than how we found it. Yeah.
You seem to have had a great life, you know. I mean, we talked about you, brand ambassador for all these companies, everything. When you become, any character you play becomes a hit and all stuff like. What has been the most traumatic thing you've been through? If there has been any.
One of the things that I want to share, and I feel very much it's an important part of what we do as people in the arts. We're easily misunderstood. I think that people who do the things that are done, creative stuff, have a different shape of mind. That is my understanding. And it becomes very difficult for people who come around you to even understand the tenets and the basics of your thoughts and how you want to do your things and how you want to drive your life. So forming relationships is one of the difficult aspects of what you do because you are misunderstood in different ways. You know, I've gone into relationships where the opposing relationship felt like dealing with Master Richard. You understand? Master Richard is a character that I play, but you find people in your life who think that is you.
You're the character.
That is you. You understand? So when you act as yourself, like Mikki Osei, Berko, then you become a different human being.
That's not what they're expecting. That's not what they've seen on TV.
That is not the perception. You understand? I remember in the UK, we went somewhere and they were serving food, and then there was a guy who said, "Oh, Obi Abidi fufu," and I said, "Me ndi fufu." And the guy said, "Hey, Master Richard, girls now are in Tina ways. Oh, fufu there, now oh, they be out the TV so yeah, and my mom fufu there punching cancan." And it nearly turned into something else because the guy kept insisting, say, "I'm pretending."
Ooh. Because of the ladies there.
Yes. Because what you Master Richard said, because say, "Mama be fufu ni akantie kwani," you know. So until they say, so it becomes quite traumatic along the way.
Did you have in your personal relationships, and you're free not to comment about this if you're not comfortable, but in your personal relationships, did you experience this that you
most of it. I don't know if it's for the character I play. I don't know how well I play it. You understand?
So convincingly, because as we are talking, I'm trying to imagine. Make yourself a contest. I'm thinking about that now. You know. So they see something else, and they're like,
is a character. He's from Kumasi. He's a braggart. Been there. And he's bought just a taxi. And he's protecting it with all his life, and doing the girls on the side, you understand, just for as his hobby.
And that's what they think Mikki is.
Yeah, exactly.
Who is Mikki?
Yes, I'm one of the simplest forms of humans, but very complicating.
Simple but complicated.
To understand.
To understand.
You understand.
Then what is simple about you? If you're complicated to understand, then you're not a simple person.
In life, I mean, I can put it in two different phases. Like, I believe in simplicities, things that yesterday I was thinking that what really makes one happy? Is it the wealth you have? And then I started thinking that no, it's the peace you find within your means that should make you a happy person. You understand? That is a simple thought, but you can't convince somebody that the peace I found in my means is better than a house at East Legon. So, but that is my thinking. Most people would think that what is peace within your means?
What is peace within your means?
Your pedine or East Legon,
PCD. Peace within your means.
Yes, peace within my means is last Sunday when I was driving out of the house. There's a deaf and dumb guy who lives in my area. And, he communicates with me. So I've learned some sign languages. He comes to do some stuff. And then he was at my gate and introduced another young lady. And I'm like, hey, what to say? Then the guy was telling me, oh, this girl too, she can't hear. They are both deaf and dumb. And he told me that they are going to do that.
Wow.
You understand? And I felt that even at that state and at that level of life, they found happiness in getting themselves together as lovers. People have speech and more, and they are still not satisfied with themselves. So, it's finding that peace within your means, whatever your level, if you find that satisfaction in that level, it should breed more happiness than to think that, oh, I need this
or that.
And that. I said,
Mikki, so what do you think causes that? People think that they have to physically acquire certain things before they are happy. Is it understandable that Jale?
I don't think I shudder to say that it makes them happy. It makes them look like they are happy. And it is also due to the kind of publicity that we give to that level of attainment. When you're able to buy a certain level of house or a certain level of car, then the respect is short. And you drive a car, so car no be there. So the respect that's assisa, you know. Oh, anyway, the fear was hasi, oh, the fear, and you know, people
but
talk about.
Hasn't that become, unfortunately, the reality of society, that we measure people's worth by things that they can display physically, according to cash. You know. So that society just automatically attaches value, respect, and everything. Shouldn't they be happy because they have that value and respect?
One of the things I used to tell Sifa, your sound guy, one of the greatest sound guys in the industry, is that Nipan Shede Nim Nyansa Bebe. Because why would we measure a level of success with these things when we don't even find out how they are acquired? Because means of acquisition could be in a lot of ways, some of them criminal and all of that. So if we only measure what we see, that's why I'm thinking that happiness should be found more deeper than the expose of material stuff. You know, and I believe that with time, life will change. I was just listening to the news the other day about artificial intelligence. And I know that in the next 15 years, artificial intelligence will take almost 40% of jobs. You understand? These are the things that are happening on the blind side of people who think that building a house and all of that. The world is veering away from certain things. We'll be shocked. And I know that even our computers, our internet, our social media, we are at the experimentary stage. And the sad part of it is that we don't know how the end stage will look like, and nobody has an idea. So we are all experimenting. I hope that it ends up well. So, nipa be hu nyansa at a point.
But we have just a few minutes. And let me congratulate you again for that Saturday morning show.
Thank you, sir.
The name again?
Machiketeke.
Machiketeke. It's a great show.
Thank you, sir.
And the guy you have on Adam. He's very knowledgeable about entertainment. And then what I like about listening to Adam is when you come in and you sort of give more like the psychological explanation to some of the many things that we are listening to. That program is really on. It's spot on.
From you, we are from you, we are
seriously.
It's a live show on Kente Radio.
Actually
picked up live on Radio Gold at the time. So we have a studio for Kente Radio where I am based. And then, so Kente Radio.
So you don't do Kente from Radio Gold?
No, not at all.
Oh, it's from
a studio.
Who else? You say it's on TuneIn?
Yes.
Tell us more about where we can pick up Kente Radio.
It's on most of the platforms. If you Google Kente Radio, you know, apart from the location, it will also send you to a lot of platforms. We're on TuneIn, we're on Streamcast, we are on a lot of Ghanaian radio platforms. So you can.
And it's like you do purely Ghanaian music?
Radio Garden, yes.
The content?
The content is purely Ghanaian music. It started off in 2006 in the UK. You know, I wanted.
Oh, it started off in the UK?
Yes, it started in the UK.
2006?
2006. 2005, I knew that the online radio thing would be the future. So there was only one in Ghana called Pipe Radio. So I spoke to the guys and they said that, okay, if you want one to be made for you, it cost you $45,000. At $50 crowd minimum. 45,000. So as part of what I did in the UK, when I went there, I spent 6 months studying engineering, radio online engineering.
Fantastic.
And you know, so by myself, I set it up. You know, I designed the website, the app, and all of that by myself. So
you did all of that.
Yes, I'm the engineer and everything. The studio I fixed.
I'm urging all of you, man. The name is Kente Radio.
Yes.
And it's just amazing. 100% Ghanaian content, and it's fantastic. You have done extremely well, man.
Thank you very much.
Why are the power?
So we promote Ghanaian music.
Yes.
Afrobeat is high life music. Nicknamed Afrobeat. And we have to let the world know that high life music has a root, and that's Ghana. Ghanaians should appreciate high life music and push it some more, because you know it's not every nation that can attest to have their own kind of music. We, by the grace of God, we've been able to identify with some rhythms and lyrics that fit. Wherever you play high life music, the spirit of the Ghanaian arises.
Yeah.
So it's important we pay attention, and this is how we elevate our culture. If we don't pay attention to our music, how do we develop our culture and then the people?
Show some love, man. Show some love, man. Yeah. Oh, Mikki. Guy didn't grab that.
Your guy.
He keeps me.
The qualification. Yes.
It's been great having you here, man. Finally, you, my bro. But it's been great having you here.
Thank you, sir.
And it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
I'm very, very, very happy that I got a chance to host the great Mikki Osei. Berko is the name, eh?
Osei Berko.
Honorable.
Honorable.
Hey! Let's be His Excellency. Mikki Osei Berko, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
And folks, I've come to the end of a very fascinating interview with my godson.
Yes.
Your guy.
Yes. Your guy.
So until you come your way again next week, KSM signing off saying as I always do, we are out of, let the whole world say, yeah.